Welcome back to another edition of the AJ Sports Podcast. I am one half Anthony Carboni, and to my left is the other half, Justin Vilche. All right, Game 6 tonight, Edmonton, Florida. We are hype for that.
You're
We
right.
already know the stakes today. But we're going to lead off with the Euros. But first, before we get into the Euros and how Italy disappointed us all yesterday, Justin, how we doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm hyped for tonight.
We've got our own game tonight.
Hopefully, it's pouring right now, but we should be
Yeah, it's
good.
right.
It should be
Raining
good.
over here. So
Yeah,
we should be okay.
should be
But if
okay.
we get rained out, that means we can watch Edmonton. So it's
Yeah,
not a
so
big deal.
it's a win-win situation anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, no, everything good. I'm hyped. Soccer game, Oilers, Euros on, dude. Everything's great, bro.
So let's jump right into it then, shall we, with the Euros. Now, I think we left off with our predictions for the Euro last we checked.
Good.
So let's go over the groups. Group A, we said Germany were going to win every game. We're not wrong there, as they demolished Scotland in that first game, 5-1, and then beat was it Hungary or they play or Switzerland? Who was it that they played?
They played Hungary. They played Hungary.
They beat Hungary 2-0, and they are now up. They've basically won the group.
Yeah, they
I
have.
mean, if they do lose to Switzerland, but I really don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, Germany's looking good. Switzerland in second right now with a win and a draw. Scotland, they got the draw against the Swiss. And Hungary, like I said, 0-2, man. They're not a good team, and it looks like Scotland are gonna probably take that third spot. I mean, that's the next game, so winner of that goes through. But pretty common stuff from what we both said with Germany and Switzerland taking those top two spots. Am I right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty easy group to predict. Like, I assume the Switzerland are a good team, defending wise, and they're good attacking wise, and they also have Jan Sommer. So I'm not shocked as to them being second. Germany were just gonna run riot within the group. But yeah, dude, Hungary, Scotland. I mean, that's a big game for both teams. Because it's the third place. Um, like whoever gets third place could possibly advance into the knockouts, right? So we'll see.
We'll see there. Our Group B, Spain. They beat Italy yesterday, they beat Croatia in the first game. Italy had a very close match against Albania in the beginning because Albania scored a goal within the first minute, fastest Euro goal in history. But at the end of the day, Italy came back and played their style of ball. They could have won 5-6-1. They just weren't capitalizing on chances. First game, just getting the groove of getting, back into playing the style of football. And Italy end up playing Spain, where our boys couldn't,
To get the job done.
yeah, it was very unfortunate to see. But I don't know. What did you think of
I
the
thought I thought again, Italy are going to struggle against teams that like to have possession, and I think it could be the same against Croatia next week. I think Italy, we don't have a great counterattack like Scamacca at striker, and then obviously we have Chiesa, but I mean, other than that, we can't really just get it going. So I mean, if we're playing teams like Albania who don't really keep possession well, then we'll do fine. But if we're playing teams like Spain, it just showed yesterday how we will not create anything if we don't have the ball because we can't counterattack. So it's that, and that's just simply how it is. Like we're just not good enough counterattacking wise, and defensively, I thought we were fine. Like we were blocking shots all game,
Donnarumma
right?
saved us a couple times, man.
Yeah, and Hughes has been phenomenal. But I mean, it was the Spain's winger Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal just absolutely destroying us on the wings pretty much all game for like a good 80 minutes. So I mean, I wasn't shocked by how bad we were. I was just shocked by the fact that like we just literally couldn't get anything going until like the 89th minute. So, but we play Croatia. If we win or tie, that's great news. We advance, but we'll see.
I mean, on goal differential as well. Like we just can't lose. But I mean, Albania, they if they win and we lose,
They have
then
someone to
we're
play
done.
for because Spain don't have anything to play for. So Spain could just rest all their stars, and then Albania can still go out and win this. We've seen other upsets, so I'm still confident Spain will get the job done, but we'll see.
I'd rather Italy like not go third because it would have to go to goal differential at the end of the day, right? And we just don't want to see that. So hopefully they can just take that third spot or that second spot, and we don't have to worry about them, being up on goal differential because they're at a 0 goal differential. They don't have a plus or a minus. They're straight at 0. They scored 2 goals and gave up 2 goals. So that's why a win against Croatia or even a draw just puts us right into that, round of 16 stage. Nice and easy. We don't have to worry about it. We already knew Spain was gonna, top that group. It was just a matter of where Italy would finish. And I would be confident to say that they could beat Croatia after what we saw against Albania between Croatia for sure.
Yeah, I'm confident that we will, but again, Croatia are a stingy team, and I can't really, um, we can't really,
Count them out.
count on Croatia at all. Yeah, but yeah, no, I think Italy will get the job done. Again, all they have to do is really play for the tie, but a win would guarantee us more of a spot. And plus, both games are on at the same time, so on Monday at 3 o'clock, so which is really unfortunate, but that's just how it is. So yeah, I don't know. I'm confident Italy will at least get the job done.
Group C, a very interesting group. Now, Serbia, Slovenia, and Denmark all have something in common. They all haven't won a game. So it's going to be very interesting. England topping the group right now, 1 win, 1 draw, 4 points. Denmark, 2 draws, 2 points. Slovenia, 2 draws, 2 points. And Serbia, 1 and 1, 1 loss, 1 draw at 1 point. England, man, this should have been a cakewalk for them. They should have beaten Denmark and Serbia. They ended up beat Serbia, but not by much. It was a close game. It was 1-0. And then yesterday against Denmark, man, it was very close. A lot of people heading into that game were like, England's got the talent, they've got the squad, they've got Bellingham, they've got Kane, they've got Foden, they've got all these Premier League players. Yeah, Denmark looked like the better team in the second half.
Yeah, they did look like the better team in the second half, and it just shows that Denmark. I know they're ranked I think exactly in the top 10. I think they're number 10 in FIFA rankings. But again, this Denmark team is good. Their defense is just phenomenal with Joachim Andersen from Crystal Palace, and it's just they have Christensen as well. So I mean, and Vestergaard and Miley from Atalanta. So I mean, I really like this Denmark team, and I didn't think it was going to be a cakewalk for this England squad to just beat Denmark easily, maybe 2-0, 3-0. But again, England, yeah, they're topping the group, but don't let it fool you that they aren't playing well either. Southgate is just all over the place with trying to put.
We got to talk about that, bro. Southgate, man, he is just not a good.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird. He's putting Arnold at CDM. Okay, he's putting Kyle Walker on left back when he actually plays right back for Man City. He decides to not play Cole Palmer at all when he was arguably one of the best, top 2 best players in the Premier League this year. So I don't really know what he wants. I don't know if he's again choosing favorites or what, but again, I'm not really shocked. Also in Group C, Serbia again really disappointing. This is just a common theme now. Serbia, they have all this. They have Vlahovic, Mitrovic, Milinkovic, Savic, Lukic, and it's just all over the place. They can't score. Got a lucky draw against Slovenia yesterday, and it's just not good for Serbians. Yeah, to be honest.
Slovenia, for us, we literally discussed how they were going to be last in the group, and now look at them. They have not lost. They have 2 draws. If they draw the next one against England, they could see themselves going through, man.
Yeah, who knows? They can even beat England. Who knows at this point, to be honest.
The way that a lot of these teams that are been counted out early,
yes,
have played really well, and they've actually I would argue that they've played the better games, and they look better than top dogs. Like England's a bit struggling. Italy struggling a bit. France struggling a little bit, Portugal struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
So at the same time, it's man.
I think it's these top teams that are getting too comfortable because I think these lower teams are okay, they have this mentality of okay, we're at the Euros now, anything can happen. Let's go out there and fight. These top teams, they're probably okay, bro, we're playing teams like Slovenia, Slovakia, fucking Georgia, and it's all right, bro, we got this. But dude, these underdog teams, bro, they no joke, bro. They're in the Euros for a reason, right? So they're good enough to be in here. So yeah, I'm not really shocked. Group D, France, Netherlands, who are playing in about 5 minutes. France first, Netherlands second, Austria third with a big win today over Poland, and Poland are last. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what I predicted. Actually, it is exactly what I predicted. Poland are just not good. I'm sorry, Lewandowski. I mean, he's been injured, and the Poland, they don't really frighten anyone. I'm telling you, Austria. I'm telling you, bro, these Austria and Ukraine were my two dark horses into this tournament. And dude, Austria are a very good soccer team. Ralph Rangnick got these boys playing. They have Leimer, Sabitzer, Arnautovic, and it's just like everything's just clicking. And today showed that like they just completely played Poland off the park today. It was phenomenal to see Austria. Um, France, Netherlands. Now I think it'll be a draw. I could see it being a draw, but I don't know.
I think we
Uh,
figured out the top three teams going through, if that
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
I think because Poland also played France, and yeah, and France are gonna win that. Group E is the group that I'm totally shocked about. Everyone in this
Romania leading charge. Romania leading charge right now.
group, and the only team without a win is Belgium. Romania first. Ukraine got a massive win today over the Slovaks. Absolutely huge win. Keeps them in a qualification group to the round qualification spot into the round of 16, and still could possibly win this group, along with Slovakia, who have played 2 games, have 3 points, and Belgium, who still have to play Romania tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Romania could pull it off and beat Belgium. I wouldn't be surprised, but this Belgium squad are simply just not that good. I don't care about FIFA rankings. They're really just not it. Like, come on now. Like, let's not be fooled.
If they
Uh,
get eliminated stage, they gotta like get out of the top 10. Like this is
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be insane.
This is ridiculous,
Like
bro.
they
And like,
lost, Belgium lost to Slovakia. Like, bro, how?
and
How, man?
Belgium
Like,
play Romania, and then next week have to play Ukraine, which could be an absolutely monstrous game for both teams.
I'm gonna
Um,
predict that Belgium win tomorrow, and we have a really intense. Every
yeah,
team is tied at. It's gonna go down to the wire. Belgium and Ukraine, obviously on paper, the best two teams in that group. So, I mean, if one of them loses, and then like Romania, the winner of Romania, Slovakia, like it could, dude, I'm telling you, we could see like I'd be very surprised to see like Slovakia, Romania go through.
I'll be very shocked because yeah, Belgium wins tomorrow. Every team has 3 points. Everybody's got to win, so we'll see. I'm very intrigued in that group. And in the final group, we
Final
have
group.
Turkey are in first place, just because they have more goals. Portugal second, Czechia third, and Georgia fourth. Georgia are the lowest ranked team in this tournament, by the way, but they certainly didn't look like it when they played Turkey because they were giving Turkey a run for their money. Georgia looked, bro, they were fighting for every ball, and they actually kept it close. But I personally think this Turkey team is actually very good. But dude, Georgia, I mean, who knows, man? They play Czechia next group games in their group, so it'll be very fascinating if they can pull a win against the Czechs. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Saturday, Turkey, Portugal. That's the game of the group right there at 12
Oh
o'clock.
yeah, Turkey might win that game because what we saw from Portugal against Czechia,
Was it good?
I kept saying this. They were looking for the right play every single time. Good pass, the right moment to try and do something.
Looking for
Wasn't working. Wasn't
well,
working.
like
And they got very lucky with that header. It was an own goal that Czechia scored. Czechia scored an absolute beautiful goal. Could be like top 5 goal of the tournament already that we've seen. Outside the box, curler into the far post. Absolutely insane. And then Portugal, man, like they kept the pressure on the Czechs. And a header from one of the defensemen, I think it was Mendes. He heads it in. It goes
yes.
off the goalie, off the goalie hits it off the defender and in the net. And then in the final, not 2 minutes left, they sub on. I forget what his name was.
Goncalvo or some Concievo. Yes, from Porto.
He comes in and he scores the game winner, putting Portugal up in the final, last minute of the game, and they get their first win. If I'm Portuguese and I'm cheering for Portugal, I'd be a little nervous because considering how the team played against Czechia and couldn't score, now you got to play a team like Turkey,
Yeah.
who you shouldn't be able to beat,
Should be.
even if you do end up beating Turkey, you play a team like Germany or Spain, like I don't think you win that game at all. It's tough. If you're like playing really close games, a team like Czechia with all that talent Portugal has, it's a little concerning. And I want to critique one player in like out of everybody in that Portuguese squad. Bruno Fernandes. That guy sucks. He is terrible. He complains and complains and complains. I swear, every time he gets the ball, the play just like drops. Like he does not know what to do with the ball. I really liked how Ronaldo was playing though. He made it. He almost got a really nice
Yeah,
assist there. He
he did.
had his chance in his
He played
runs.
well.
He was doing
Yeah,
good.
he didn't get on the scoreboard. Like he didn't score or assist, but again, you don't need points in order to play well. And even if you just watch the game, you can see Ronaldo still has it. Yeah, man. Like again, Portugal. It's funny. Like they're so predictable and trying to get the ball to Ronaldo, but again, Ronaldo was also trying to create things himself. So I think it's time that the players now, the younger players, are now playing for Ronaldo. It's kind of like in the World Cup, how like all the younger players were playing for Messi to get him his World Cup. Now I think it's this Portuguese team who are like, okay, let's try and get Ronaldo his second Euro, and I think all these players are playing for him because they probably know this is his last Euro ever. So they want to make this a special moment for him. So
For sure.
I believe Portugal will go far still, and I think they'll get the job again, or maybe a late winner against Turkey. But this Turkey team, though, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed by their fans. I think them, and I think Scotland, and I think the Swiss all have like the three best amateurs, and the Netherlands. Bro, those fans are just insane. Like, oh, it's unbelievable. Like how much they impact the game too. It's like when you listen on TV, bro, that's all you hear for the full 90 minutes. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy.
So with that, we got Netherlands and France kicking off right now as we speak, as we were recording. Tomorrow we got Georgia, Czechia, Portugal, Turkey, and Belgium, Romania. So tomorrow's games are going to be really intense. We can't wait to see that. But until then, just continue watching what we've got today. France and Netherlands is going to be a good one. And hopefully Italy, our country, can come back and beat Croatia and qualify for the round of 16. Moving on to tonight. Game 6, the Edmonton Oilers versus the Florida Panthers. Florida, first 3 games, go up 3-0. Edmonton, count it out. They're not going to come back. It is over. Game 4, 8-1. They dominate Florida in Alberta. They go back to Florida. McDavid in a presser says, we're going to win in Florida and we're going to drag them back to Alberta. They win a 5-3 tough game against the Panthers. McDavid with an unbelievable game. 2 points or 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Insane. They drag them back to Alberta, and we've got a game 6 tonight. Are you ready for this game? This is the most important game of their lives. Are you ready, Justin?
I'm actually like I'm not. I really despise both these teams, but I mean I'm hyped, bro. Stanley Cup final, bro. McDavid, bro, pushing it all the way to game 6 pretty much by himself. And yeah, man, like again, I don't see a way as to how the Oilers lose now. Just because they're down in the series doesn't mean that they're not in pole position of the series. I think they're favorites now. And yeah, I think the Oilers win this tonight and bring it to 7 on Monday, and I think they're gonna win it on Monday. The NHL
I
season will start on Monday, and that's it. It's over. Like the game's done. Like the series is over. Like, come on.
history will be made today because this will be the I don't know this I guess the second team to come back from a 3-0 down in the Stanley Cup final since the 1942 Leafs, like we talked about in the last podcast. Lineups. Looks like the Oilers are going with the exact same lineup as they've been winning with, so no reason to switch. As for the Panthers, it looks like they're putting Nick Cousins into the lineup today. So it looks like Steven Lorentz and Kyle Okposo will be out tonight. And yeah, they're gonna go with Ryan Lomberg, Kevin Stunlin, and Nick Cousins will be making his first appearance in the Stanley Cup final. So nothing else has changed. We've got Rodriguez, Barkov, and Reinhart, Verhaeghe, Bennett, Kachuk, Lustarin, Lundell, Tarasenko. I guess they're moving Tarasenko off Barkov's line. And then now they're putting Lomberg and Stunlin with Nick Cousins. So yeah, the only difference for the lineup is that, like I said, Nick Cousins will be inserted in the lineup. He's a rat. He's a dirty player. He's going to try and do some shenanigans today, but the Oilers got their guys. And you know what? At the end of the day, Edmonton's come this far. Like we've said, they've come back. They've brought it to 6. You're in Alberta with the chance to go play for the cup next game. Are you really going to lose? No, they're not going to. They're going to win this game. And we are going to see history because it's the Oilers. It's McDavid. You got the best player, probably the best talent-wise player we have seen ever. Am I right?
Oh no, you're
Talent
right.
wise, he is the best we've ever seen. The move, like the goal to set up Perry, like the play to set up Perry's goal, where he had the balls to dangle through four Florida Panthers players just to end up burying the pass over to Perry, and Perry buries it and makes it 4-1. So we will see what happens tonight. It'll be very, very interesting. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Go Oilers, go. Win it for Canada. Game 6, Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. See you guys there.